People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. The only man who never makes mistakes is the man who never does anything. Let us rather run the risk of wearing out than rusting out. Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. I have never in my life envied a human being who led an easy life. I have envied a great many people who led difficult lives and led them well. Far and away, the best prize that life has to offer is the chance to work hard at work worth doing. I am a part of everything that I have read. Knowing what's right doesn't mean much unless you do what's right. It is hard to fail, but it is worse never to have tried to succeed. No one cares how much you know until they know how much you care. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. When you're at the end of your rope, tie a knot and hold on. There were all kinds of things I was afraid of at first, ranging from grizzly bears to mean horses and gunfighters. But by acting as if I was not afraid, I gradually ceased to be afraid. Every immigrant who comes here should be required within 5 years to learn English, or leave the country. To announce that there must be no criticism of the president, or that we are to stand by the president, right or wrong, is not only unpatriotic and servile, but is morally treasonable to the American public. To educate a person in the mind, but not in morals, is to educate a menace to society. Big jobs usually go to the men who prove their ability to outgrow small ones. If you could kick the person in the pants responsible for most of your trouble, you wouldn't sit for a month. I am an American, free-born and free-bred, where I acknowledge no man as my superior, except for his own worth, or as my inferior, except for his own demerit. Speak softly and carry a big stick. You will go far. In any moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The worst thing you can do is nothing. Freedom from effort in the present merely means that there has been effort stored up in the past. Courage is not having the strength to go on. It is going on when you don't have the strength. The things that will destroy America are prosperity at any price, peace at any price, safety first instead of duty first, and love of soft living and the get-rich-quick theory of life. A vote is like a rifle. Its usefulness depends upon the character of the user. When you play, play hard. When you work, don't play at all. The most important single ingredient in the formula of success is knowing how to get along with people. Whenever you are asked if you can do a job, tell them, "Certainly I can." Then get busy and find out how to do it. Never throughout history has a man who lived a life of ease left a name worth remembering. A man who has never gone to school may steal a freight car, but if he has a university education, he may steal the whole railroad. I don't always get shot during the middle of a speech, but when I do, I finish the damn speech. The boy who is going to make a great man must not make up his mind merely to overcome 1,000 obstacles, but to win in spite of 1,000 repulses and defeats. No man is worth his salt who is not ready at all times to risk his well-being, to risk his body, or to risk his life in a great cause. A stream cannot rise larger than its source. No man needs sympathy because he has to work, because he has a burden to carry. Far and away, the best prize that life offers is the chance to work hard at work worth doing. The best executive is the one who has sense enough to pick good men to do what he wants done, and self-restraint to keep from meddling with them while they do it. Don't hit at all, if it is honorably possible to avoid hitting, but never hit soft. I care not what others think of what I do, but I care very much about what I think of what I do. That is character. When they call the roll in the Senate, the senators do not know whether to answer present or not guilty. This country will not be a good place for any of us to live in, unless we make it a good place for all of us to live in. Do what you can with what you have, where you are. With self-discipline, almost anything is possible. 9/10 of wisdom is being wise in time. Old age is like everything else. To make a success of it, you've got to start young. This country has nothing to fear from the crooked man who fails. We put him in jail. It is the crooked man who succeeds who is a threat to this country. Courtesy is as much a mark of a gentleman as courage.